All right, what's going on, y'all? Zane's here. We're at day 2 of Carolina Nationals down here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Sorry, the boss family came to visit us at South Carolina, so good to see them. Glad to know they made the trip. They're crazy. You know, BMX family's crazy. They slept in the damn vehicle in the hotel parking lot. So it is what it is, man. They said they didn't get here until like 2 or 3 in the morning or something like that, but it's crazy. But yeah, we're getting ready to practice. It's not really practice, no gates, unfortunately, but it's warm-ups, you know, get loose on the track so we could sit for another couple hours. But it's always good to like feel out the track. More track time is always the best track time. I'm on the edge of thinking about doing opens, but I don't know yet. You know, opens, it sounds good when you're younger and when your dad makes you. But now that I'm on my own, you know, I'm all grown, they're not sounding like a good idea, especially if I have that competition I have to deal with. But we're just gonna take today. Yesterday was consistency. Today, we're gonna see, man. If I can get a good gate, good first straight, I think I have a good chance keeping up. But, you know, it's all baby steps, you know, just gotta get back into it. It's just nationals, man. This is what you want to see. This is what we came for, competition. And we're just gonna have a good time, hopefully. You know, it's all about staying on 2 wheels and seeing what I gotta improve on, you know. All these other tracks I race at aren't built like this. So this is one of those things where it teach me something new to get used to this bike and where to pedal and how to carry speed better, you know? So, like I said, it's all about having fun. It's just money in the end of the day. But it's also a learning experience, you know? So hopefully it goes better than yesterday. Hopefully, you know, but there's only one person that can change that, and that's me, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have that mindset, and yeah, so I'm gonna stretch out for practice and then get used to the track, and then you know, gotta wait some time. I'll probably get some footage here and there of random stuff or something, I don't know. But, you know, day 2, Rock Hill, let's get it. That step buck's nasty. Just get a couple laps. Get loose. Find a good line. That's all we're doing.
Okay, riders, let them start. Riders ready, pass the gate.
Oh.
We're going to semi-main events here.
All right, y'all, so obviously not the result I want. I felt good, actually. I didn't feel like it was a bad gate. I can't get my wheel down. That's my biggest issue with this gate, is I can't get my wheel down. Other than that, you know, the timing's good. It's just the angle of the hill, you know. It's a hard one, man. I see, like, if I would love this to be my local track because this is awesome. But yeah, ultimately, obviously not the result I wanted. I felt good. My first straight was killer, you know. I wheelied over that quad, pumped real good, had a good turn. You know, I was setting myself up to end up on the inside for the next turn. But I'm gonna go this way. I found out that I see why it's like there's another skill to pro tracks, you know, supercross tracks, because you literally got to worry, you have to worry about that where it splits into the pro section. Because I felt good coming out of the turn. I was like, all right, cool, here, I'm setting myself up for that move, you know. I was battling my ass off and I was trying to catch up, but you know, I was pretty far away because those guys are just like, these are some fast dudes. Like our class is stacked, dude. And I wanted to see this because it's so damn cool seeing how fast they are, man. But yeah, as soon as I was coming out of that turn, Marshall, you know, from Richmond, I've raced him a couple times. He was setting himself up for the inside, and I happened to be like right in between him and the pro section. So I hit a little soft dirt, that grass patch. Hopefully the GoPro got it, but you know, it's not worth getting hurt because I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to be aggressive and, you know, just be annoying. You know, I just want to race and improve and stuff. And now I see like where the pro like section comes into play when it comes to like just amateur classes. Because that was like, I mean, shit, if he did it intentional, that would be smart, you know? But at the same time, like, he set himself up for the second straight. He's a good dude, so I don't think he would do that. But it's just racing at the end of the day. But, you know, it is what it is. Not worth getting hurt. Probably not putting on a good show by not finishing out the laps, but I'm trying to conserve energy because I got to race the qualifying round to get into semis. So, you know, and I feel confident going into that where I can like compete a little bit, you know, and I want to compete. So we'll see how it goes, you know. But like I said, this is why I wanted to come to this national, is to see how this track was and to see where I need to get to, because that was very impressive. The first two racers, that was impressive, and then even like the second moto, you know, just fast, just speed, man. So it is what it is, you know. First big national of the year, you know, Blue Ridge was all right. Still didn't do well there, but this national is like where it kind of makes you, you know. So we're gonna go away with some notes and some study lessons and a bunch of workouts, you know, and good experience. That's all it's about. So we got qualifying rounds coming up next, and we'll see how it goes, you know. If you get motoed, you know, it is what it is. But I'm gonna try not to ride the pro section this time and hopefully figure out that gate. If I can get my wheel down, I think I'd be all right, but we'll see. So, all right, second round, just gotta wait another hour or so, but I'll see you guys out there. Bye.
Drivers ready, watch the gate.
There you go, Zane. Yes. Keep going.
Peebles picks up the 4. 2:47 is the moto number 2635. Arahu, Markle, Bradbury, and Wiggins. Rocket Racing colors running out on point. Got to be Marshall Wiggins. Wiggins got company in the hip pocket as they turn for home. 4 riders, Zaniakk, Bradbury, Higgins, and Bradbury are moving on out of 2:47.
Good, Bill. Yeah. Hell yeah, that was good. All right, I didn't show y'all. Oh my God, that was a real baby hanging on a scooter. The secret is new boot goofing. Sheesh. No, but semis went really well. You know, when I got that bike, I had it on. It came with a 46 or what is it? 45/16 and 1.85 tires, right? So a little bigger than I'm used to, and they're super low pressure. So I just got new tires put on, some Tioga Black Labels 175s, what I used to run, and I lost a little gear inches, but it's a lot easier to pedal. So it's like I'm still getting that distance when I pedal, get a full rotation, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also not working as hard because it's not on fatter tires. I don't know, there's a science behind it, but pretty much I made the semis. It got real close, me and Drew. Drew and Marshall had like monster gates, like that. Those were when they needed it, they got it, and it was awesome. So I wish I had a good gate like that. Like I said, yesterday's video was consistency. Definitely not consistent today, but I had that inside gate, and I just had to make sure I kind of dug inside, you know. So it paid off. He was making a good comeback going into the second straight. He was in my ribs with his handlebars, and I just had to, you know, defend a little bit. So it's rubbing racing, you know. So we're in the semis, so now we gotta wait for that. Pros are going right now, so I get a little break. They gotta finish out the second rounds, but then we're all gonna be semis after eights, quarters, and then semis. So I get a nice little break, so I'm gonna get off my feet for a little bit, watch some footage, and then hydrate. So I'll see you guys for the semis. Bye.
2, 4, 6, and 7.
Let me do 2.
Jason.
Riders ready, watch the
He just needs fourth. As long as he gets fourth. Go, Zane! Here we go! Go! As long as he gets fourth.
On the fourth, last semi-main event of the afternoon, Cuppy, Calvin, Medeiros, Wood, Bradbury, and Smith. Cuppy going to run the show in and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. Oh, I got to be Matty Calvin on that 2 spot. In and out of turn number 3, coming back at me. I got Medeiros on the 3. Going to be a good battle on the 4. Cuppy, Calvin, and Medeiros go 1, 2, and 3 with the 4 rider Bradbury getting that final transfer.
Pedal, 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 pedal. Yes, 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 yes.
Let me see if there's any battery.
Oh, yeah, you got that one.
Whew.
main events are set. Main events are set. Semis are in the box. Main event coming up.
All right. Nobody asked me how. The BMX gods have blessed me. I performed pretty well. That's all it is. I made the mains out of semis, top 4, made a move on Brandon. He tried pushing me onto the inside, you know, so he can get the line going into the turn, but I beat him to it. You know, I stuck it. You know, I don't like ever making these moves, but twice on this track it's worked for me, and you know, I'm not gonna complain. You know, I'm definitely a little sore. I don't typically like to race 4 times a day, but you know, it is what it is. First main event since, wow, I want to say like 2008. Probably not even then, because I was an expert back then too. So I don't know the last time I made a main event, but your boy's got it at 29 years old. Still out here, second year back. So I'm gonna take pride in that. Like I said, the moto before me, apparently, the Argentina dude, Abraham, real fast. The dude next to me in the semis, main, former pro, like real fast, like smooth, perfect gait. And literally after the 30-foot line, comes right over on me. So, like, you could tell it's national racing. And the Argentina dude's a great example because Marshall and Austin were saying, like, dude, like, he picked gate 8. We got to pick gates into the semis. I don't know why that's a thing nowadays, but it was kind of cool. I like the idea of it. But, you know, I bit the bullet. I was like, you know what, I'd rather be on the inside than the outside on this track. But, you know, I like the outside more. So I took gate 2, and it paid off, man. I mean, Cuppy just right over, you know, let him go, got him behind him. And, you know, so just, damn, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome, dude. I'm just so, I don't know. That's sick, dude. So, yeah, we're just going to wait for main event coming up soon. They went right into it after semi, so I got to get off my feet. I got to pee. But, yeah, like I said, like national racing, dude, it's the Argentina dude picked gate 8 and literally slammed the door 8-1 to the line all the way to the turn, apparently. So, like, I'm just not trying to get hurt in the main if he's going to be doing that stuff, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But your boy's in the main. It paid off. A little training and stuff, you know. I'll take the main event. I don't care. I'll take the MEQ. But I'm just glad to be doing something, you know. It's definitely a cool feeling and something I look forward to because I don't care if I get last, but this competition out here is awesome, you know. I'm learning a lot just from racing them, you know. But I'll see you guys in the main. As crazy as that is, somehow I f***ed up and made it to the mains. So I'll see you guys at the mains. Bye.
116's your moto now, 26 to 35 experts. This one's been pretty stacked up today. Austin Lindauer, Zane Bradbury, Kit Bajirk, Jonathan Medeiros, Matt Calvin, Nick Dawson, James Cuppy, and Daniel Alberto Abraham.
Now the first straightaway, see the Cuppy can put 110% on.
Get in there.
Yeah, Zane.
Get in there.
Up on the 2 spot, he's bringing a little heat. Going into that second turn, third straightaway.
Come on, pedal, 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 pedal. Go.
Things up. Cuppy's got company with them, side by side. Who's going to thread the needle? Going to get the high-low. There it goes. Oh, no, the door was wide open there. Down the line.
Down the line, last straightaway. Back at us, Alberto, Cuppy, Dawson, 1, 2, 3. Woo, that was a good race, man. You got to keep the door closed.
It's hard to keep the door closed. It's kind of windy around here. 36 to 40 experts on deck, ready to go. Sean Proglowski, Forrest Barley, Victor Camino, John Persia, Wynn Threadgill, Dave Hall, Josh Phillips, and Gilbert Contreras on deck, ready to go. Main total 117.
All right, y'all. Sorry, I forgot. We went to dinner with the boss man and the boss lady, and Tyler and Kaylee, obviously. I didn't make an outro, so we're doing the outro before we get to bed. Day 3's tomorrow, so, but yeah, made the mains, did a lot better than I thought I would, you know. Crazy hair, dude. This is wild. Yeah, no, it was super. It was definitely, I haven't made a main, I don't think, since like 2008, I want to say. So it was definitely like a really cool experience. Something like, it definitely exceeded my expectations, you know. But, you know, it was a good day. Overall, a good day. Real good day of racing. You know, keeping up with a lot of people that like smoked me at Lexington, you know. And Brandon Wood, I've raced him in Delaware. Good dude, really good dude. And got him in the first turn and panicked during the second straight and third straight, you know, almost lost it in the third straight. Yeah, and then Drew, you know, he was coming up on the side, like inside, forcing his way, you know, and I just had to fight back a little bit. But that's national racing, you know, that's the level I need to get to be at. I need to learn to be at if I want to keep racing these national races. But the main event, dude, like, terrible gate. I just made something out of nothing happen and ended up getting 5th place. So I'm going to take that as a win personally, just because, you know, I never expected to be doing that. And, you know, but those dudes were over 2 seconds faster than me, so I need to figure out what they're doing better than me and all that stuff. I know I need to get lower when I'm pumping. I need to get lower when I'm manualing. I'm working on it. It takes a lot of time, and Rock Hill is one of those tracks where it's like, you will learn it, you know, but this is my first time riding Rock Hill, and I'm slowly getting the hang of it. So, but overall, you know, I'm not going to complain one bit. You know, made the main event, first national main since 2008 probably, I think that was, and, you know, it was a good time. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is going to be day 2, obviously, so like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, follow my socials, and I will see you guys on day 3. Bye.